Hello there. So a few days ago I came up on this post on Instagram and I just started thinking a lot about it because it's something that I kind of felt for some time, but I didn't know how to express it. And this post was like, this is how you word this feeling. The post said something along the lines of self-respect and self-love can be lonely. Yeah, it said something like, why nobody talks about the fact that self-respect can be so lonely or very lonely or something like that. A therapist or a psychologist talked about this a little more. I don't remember exactly what she said, but
why does nobody talk about how lonely it is having self-respect?
Therapist here, let's talk about it. This applies to self-respect, but I also think it applies to self-awareness as well. The more you understand your needs, your wants, your likes, your dislikes, the more that you surround yourself with people who meet those needs, or you're able to meet those needs yourself. The less likely you are to surround yourself with people who don't meet those needs or disrespect who you are as a person. But the catch is that the more that you do that work, the more that you realize how many people you're truly incompatible with, and that could be intimate or platonic. And I think that's what makes it lonely, because prior to self-awareness and or self-respect, you could surround yourself with absolutely anyone.
like the message that I retain is that when you know who you are, you know what you want, and you know your boundaries and all of that, you know which people to avoid or not get close to if you detect or if you see that this is a person that is just not going to be good for you, and that can be lonely because I have the word, we all are damaged in some way. It's kinda difficult to build new relationships because if you know what you want, what you don't like in a person, what you are trying to stay away from a person, a personality trait that you don't like in a person, you just stay away from that. But then, for example, you meet a new group of friends and none of those people they all have something that you don't like in people. Maybe they are, I don't know, they gossip too much about other people, or they are rude, or they are not empathetic, or whatever it is, there's a lot of things. But when you find these things in new people or in just people, you're like, okay, I have to stay away from this person. Is that a positive thing to stay around this person, But then because of that, you are just alone. And I think that's why a lot of people rather be with toxic friends, toxic relationships, because they rather to be with that person than being alone. Yeah, that is a big thing. And it's also something that is like a good message to give. It can be lonely to not be around people, especially if they are toxic people or they are simply not the kind of person you want to be around. But there's nothing wrong with being alone because you haven't met the right group of people to be friends with or to be in a relationship with. And yes, it can be lonely, but I think it's better to be alone and sometimes lonely than being with a person that is just going to bring negative things to your life, more than negative things to your life than positive. I think that's a big thing. It's okay if a person has some negative things or just some things that you don't like about them, but if there's more negative things than positive things in that person, I don't think that's right for you. I mean, for you, for your mindset. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to give this message. I just wanted to kind of give this message to whoever's watching this video that I get you 100%. It can be very, very lonely. I've been single for all of my life. I've never dated anyone. I've never been in a relationship. And right now I'm living in a city where I don't really have friends, I have classmates and co-workers and stuff, but I don't have really friends. But because I haven't met a right person, like I just recently started my internship and I just analyze or really listen to people and realize how they are, and I could just pour myself in that person and talk about my life and stuff. But if I just notice that this person is not the person that is going to keep my secrets, keep my personal life. That is just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you just notice things about people and you're like, no, I don't want to be around these people. So it's okay to be alone for a while, and let's stay positive, and that one day we're hopefully not that far away, we're going to find a good friend, a good partner. Self-respect and self-love can be lonely, but that's okay. Don't be around a person just because you feel lonely. Don't give your energy to a person that is not worth it just because you're lonely. Yeah, I know that could be something that easily you could do and just hurt yourself. For example, we all have needs. You call that person that you hooked up with, I don't know, a few months ago, a few weeks ago, a few years ago, and you're like, that person is shitty, but I have my needs, I'm gonna call them. Then you do that, you hang out, and then you're like, oh, why did I give my energy to this person? Just share your life with that person. I don't know if that's too deep, but yeah, I think that's mainly the thing that I wanted to say. I hope whoever's watching this, I don't know, just think about if the people that you are around with are really people you want to be around with, or you're just around them because you would rather be with them than being lonely. And if you realize that people around you are not good for you, it's okay to stay away from them and be with yourself. You can be a good company to yourself. I mean, we all as humans need some human connection, you know, we need some connection, we need some interaction, but you don't have to just, I don't know, you know. I hope you get me. It's late night, so I'm basically whispering. Thank you so much. And I'm sending you love. Let's be lonely together. If you're, let's be lonely together. The song, not on purpose.